Welcome to Move with Madeleine Yoga.
So before class, I'm going to just shuffle my Oracle deck just to kind of see what the overall energy is for this evening or this weekend too. And maybe that will be a little bit of guidance in setting your intention on what you want to bring onto your mat, but also into the rest of this week. But before I read this, like I said, this class is going to be more gentle based. So if you have a blanket with you, bring a blanket, pillows, some bolsters, any support that you may need. So. All right. Harmony is a card. There's a woman on here that's all striking a pose. And the card says power, self-confidence, and productivity. So this card heralds a period of inner and outer harmony. In the coming months, you will feel an increased sense of self-confidence, which will result in greater productivity. It is as if you have learned to harness the primal force of nature and are able to channel this energy in a powerful, meaningful way to achieve your goals. Your guiding stars are in harmonious alignment at present. This is a fortunate time for you, and this period will continue for several months. Be mindful of the power you have at present. Honor it, respect it, and use it wisely. What you learn in this time will help you greatly in the future. Observe your state of mind during this time, as well as your actions and how others react to you. Notice how many doors open and how previously inaccessible paths now become clear of obstacles. All your desires come to you with a little effort, all because there's harmony in your inner and outer worlds. Remember this in the future, for it will serve you well. So some affirmations that go along with this card are: I am one with forces of nature, or I am one with earth and all creation. I use my power wisely and to great effect. I create harmony in my life through love and acceptance. I achieve my goals with ease. This is actually a pretty great card with this upcoming new moon, because new moons are a great time for us to set intentions, but this new moon is all about expression. So we'll all come to a seat exactly where you are. If you have a block or a pillow, you want to sit on top of it, bring those hips a little bit higher than the knees. Bring the palms to face down for some grounding energy. So go ahead and close the eyes if your eyes aren't closed already, or find a focal point. And on your inhale, go ahead and grow tall through the spine, reach up with the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, soften the shoulders down, grounding down to the sit bones, and just allow the elbows to soften. And I invite you to just allow the belly to hang rather than engaging it. Just let it soften. Let yourself just be chill, be soft. And without changing it, just bring awareness to your breath. Just notice it going in and out. Again, try not to change it, but just notice if it's shorter than usual or if it's longer. Maybe your inhales are a bit longer than your exhales. And now try to evenly inhale for up to 5 counts. So inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. And exhale through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to go a little bit longer. So inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you really got to expand through the lungs. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A few more rounds. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just pause, returning the breath to its natural state. And just allow yourself to sit here for a few moments. Notice how you feel. Without any judgment, just bring awareness to it. And when you're ready, go ahead and bring the hands to the heart center. Again, allow this opportunity to set an intention for your practice, what you want to bring on and off your mat tonight, today, and for the rest of your week. Take a few moments if you need to. And then go ahead and set a mantra, if you haven't already, that aligns with your intention. So if you want some more balance in your life, bring in I am balanced. If you want to let go of something, you can use a mantra of I release, or I let go, or I release control. So just take a few moments to think of that mantra for yourself. And then when you've created it, go ahead and take 3 deep breaths in and out through the nose. And as you exhale, mentally repeat that mantra to yourself. Or inhale, mentally repeat I am. And exhale your mantra. Or inhale I. Exhale your mantra. So one more time. And then we'll get ready to chant Om. But before we chant Om, we'll take a cleansing breath. So that will be an inhale through the nose and open the mouth, exhale. And then we'll inhale and then exhale to Om. So go ahead and take a deep breath in. Open the mouth side out. And we'll inhale for Om. Deep breath in. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. All right, we'll all meet in a child's pose. So go ahead and bring the knees wide, bring the toes to touch and sink the hips back. I'm just going to set me as the main person. Spotlight. All right. Welcome, Drew. All right, so go ahead and bring those knees wide, bring the toes to touch and sink the hips back. And you can use a pillow or a blanket for some extra support here if you want. Go ahead and reach those arms out, sink the hips back, and just allow the heart to melt onto your mat or your pillow or blanket. So like I said, this class is going to be more of a slower theme, gentle, intuitive, restorative. And you can make it as gentle or challenging if you wish. So we'll be here for a bit. So I invite you to bring in the comfort of your breath.
Take those deep inhales and exhales from the nose. And use this opportunity to mentally repeat that mantra to yourself with every breath that you take. So if you are using a pillow or bolster, go ahead, and your one cheek is resting on your pillow or bolster, go ahead and switch cheeks. And just notice if you're holding any tension in your jaw, release that. Your eyebrows are scrunched, soften between the brows. Soften in the fingertips. And the elbows. Here for a few more breaths. And if you're resting your cheek on your bolster pillow, go ahead and bring the chin towards the center. Go ahead and move your prop if you have one. And we'll all rise up onto our hands and knees, tabletop pose. Just go ahead and spread the fingers wide. Bring those knees underneath the hips. And the gaze down. Press into the thumb and index and the pinky. And instead of doing some regular cat cows, we're going to do some like wheelbarrow cat cows. So as you inhale, drop the belly. And then as you exhale, go ahead and round to the right through the spine, creating this circle with the hips. Inhale as you're dropping down to the left. And exhale, rounding it up to the right. Rounding to the spine. So go ahead and use your breath to draw these circles. Breathing in and out. Maybe closing the eyes or finding a focal point if you haven't done so already. You can go as slow or as fast as you'd like, but I invite you today to move with the rhythm of your breath. And if you're going one direction to the right, go ahead and switch directions, coming up to the left, down to the right. We'll take a few more rounds. And then when you're ready, go ahead and return back to neutral spine. Curl those toes underneath you. Find a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, just come to your downward facing dog. Draw that navel in. Let the heart melt towards the thighs. If you're not feeling down dog, maybe just come into a puppy dog pose. It's kind of like a child's pose, but onto the forearms. You won't be here for too long. We're just going to take a few breaths. In and out through the nose. And then go ahead and bend through the knees on your inhale, look forward. As you exhale, walk to the top of the mat. Come into a forward fold, feet hip width apart, bending at the knees, letting the top half of the body go. So forward folds are a great symbol of letting go. So I think this, even though the full moons are usually the theme for letting go, with this new moon coming up and all new moons, I think this is an opportunity to let go of old patterns and behaviors and inviting a new way of looking at things, a new way of operating in our everyday life. So if you're grabbing opposite elbows and you wish you could grab opposite elbows, come into a ragdoll, go ahead and do that. Again, we'll be here for a few breaths. So I invite you to tuck that chin in towards the chest to really let the back of the neck go. Let it be long. And if your arms are in ragdoll, go ahead and release that. Tucking that chin into the chest, pressing down through the feet. Slowly begin to rise up, one vertebrae at a time. Head and chin coming up last. When you get to the top, go ahead and inhale, draw those shoulders up and down the back. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, rolling it up. Exhale, down the back. 1 more time. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, down the back. And then go the opposite direction. So inhale up. Exhale, down to the front. Inhale up to the back. Exhale, down to the front. 1 more time. Inhale up. Exhale, down. And then this time, inhale, sweep both arms up high. Look up, bring the gaze up. And then exhale the hands to the heart center. A few more like that. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more inhale, reach both arms up high. And then exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips, lead with your heart. So if you have blocks, bring them in front of you. Otherwise, we'll inhale, come up halfway, draw that navel in. Exhale, go ahead and set that right foot back into a runner's lunge. So front knee stacks over the front ankle. We'll take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, go ahead and straighten that front leg, set that back foot up a little bit so the heel drops, coming to a pyramid. So hands come parallel to the knees. Go ahead and come up halfway, draw that navel in. And then exhale, fold over that front leg. Just again, releasing here. We'll probably be playing with a few folds in this class. You can use this opportunity to really deepen the breath and tune into your mantra. So repeating that mantra with every inhale and exhale that you take. And see if you can soften through the elbows, soften to the face, and allow yourself to surrender. Take 1 more deep breath in. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Let them bend through that front knee, walking those hands forward and just stepping that right foot to meet the left at the top of the mat into your forward fold. And inhale to your halfway lift, draw that navel in. Exhale, fold. And then go ahead and set that left foot back into your runner's lunge. So that front knee stacks over that front ankle.
Sinking through the hips. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, straighten that front leg and fold. So go ahead and step that back foot up so the heel drops. Bring the hands parallel to the knees and then draw that halfway lift, navel in. Exhale, fold. Keep breathing. Anytime your thoughts get loud, use your mantra. And then go ahead and slowly bend through that front knee, walking those hands forward, stepping that left foot to meet the right in a forward fold. And inhale to your halfway lift, flat back, navel in. Exhale, fold. And root down through the feet. As you inhale, rise up, reach both arms up high. And exhale, slowly coming back down, forward fold. And then inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Go ahead and plant the palms, stepping back into a tabletop pose. So dropping those knees down. And we'll go into a couple cat cows. So inhale, drop the belly, peel that heart forward. Switch it up. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale as you drop. Exhale as you round. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then sinking those hips, walk those hands a little bit more forward, slowly coming down onto the mat. Come into a Cobra Pose. So bring those palms along the rib cage, zip the legs up together. Inhale as you lift through the chest, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Exhale, lower. And inhale, press yourself up to a tabletop. And exhale, come back into your child's pose. So come back to the breath. Come back to your intention. Why are you here? Why are you on this mat? And what do you wish to bring in your practice as well as into your week? And anytime you want to change up your intention or your mantra in your practice, feel free. There are no rules with your own intentions, with your own mantras, with your own expression. A few more breaths in your child's pose. And on your next inhale, go ahead and roll yourself back up into your tabletop pose. We'll come into a thread the needle. So bring that left palm to the center. As you inhale, reach that right hand up high. And then exhale, send that right hand through between the palm and the knee. Bring that right shoulder onto the mat. Left hand can be towards the face or towards the left corner of your mat. Drawing that navel in to twist a bit.
And if broken tables in your practice and you want to take that, you can. What you do is extend that left leg long, curling the toes. You can stay right here, or engaging through the belly. You can start to lift that left leg up. And if you roll over, that's totally fine. Just come right back into it. If this is not what you're feeling called to do, then don't take it. Take one more deep breath in, and one more deep breath out. And bring the hands towards the face. Go ahead and press into the mat as you inhale. Reach that right hand up high. Exhale, set it down. To the other side. So right hand to the center. Inhale, reach that left hand up high. Exhale, thread the needle, other side. So right hand comes towards the face this time, or towards the right corner of the mat. And again, if broken table is in your practice this time, you send that right leg long, coming onto the balls of the feet. And if you want to lift it, go ahead and lift it, drawing that navel in. A few more breaths. I forgot to cue it on the other side, but if your leg is lifted, go ahead and release that down. We'll all bring that right hand towards the face. Go ahead and inhale, reach that left hand up high. And then exhale, set it down. So we'll come into a puppy dog pose. So go ahead and come onto the forearms and allow the chest to melt towards the mat. If this is good, you can stay right here. If you want to bring that block underneath the head, you can. Otherwise, go ahead and extend those arms out and bring the forehead to the mat. If this feels good, you want to go a little bit deeper into a throat opener, opening up the throat for some expression. You can bring the chin onto the mat. This is a pretty intense pose though, so don't force it. Just allow yourself to embrace the pose naturally. Take a few more breaths in your puppy dog pose. And then we'll slowly make our way onto our belly for Sphinx Pose. So elbows are going to be underneath the shoulders. Arms are parallel to the shoulders as well. Rotating those inner thighs upward, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Press that pelvis into the mat as you draw that navel up and in. Gaze can be down right in front of you, or if you want to release in the neck, you can bring the chin down towards the chest. So you can stay right here. Otherwise, if you want to play with this thigh stretch, or this thigh stretch, you can start to bend that left foot and bring that left hand towards the top of the foot, pressing it down. If this is too much, don't force it. You can just either bend through that leg and try to grab onto the ankle. If that feels good. If this isn't what you're feeling called to do, you can just release that and just bend through the foot, or just let it go long. So wherever you're at, if you're doing this pose, think about opening up through the shoulder, pressing down through the top of the foot. And take one more inhale on this side. And then exhale, release left leg long, returning back into your Sphinx pose. Again, engaging through that belly. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then come to the other side. So go ahead and bend through that right knee. Grabbing onto the top of the foot, pressing down. Or you can just simply grab onto the ankle if that feels good. Or just keep that leg extended, whatever feels good. Just don't force it. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, release that right leg. Go ahead and stack the hands on top of each other and let the forehead just rest on the top of the hands. And just wiggle the hips from side to side. Bend through those knees and go ahead and windshield wiper the legs. And then let the legs rest down. Bring those palms along the rib cage, coming into a cobra. Inhale, find a lift in the chest. And exhale, release. And inhale, press yourself up to a tabletop. Exhale right here, and then go ahead and make your way onto your sit bones. We're going to come into a wide-legged fold. Let's go ahead and spread those legs out wide. This is a great place for your pillow or blocks or any support that you may need if you wish. So bring those hands behind you and press up onto the sit bones. Draw that navel in. Go ahead and inhale, reach both arms up high. And then exhale, fold down the center. So hands can be just resting onto your mat or floor. If you have a bolster or blankets or pillows and you want to stack it and put your forehead on there, you can. Otherwise, if you have a bolster and you want to tent it and bring the head on there, you can also do that. If the head is hanging, that's totally fine. Just allow the elbows to soften. So try not to force pushing yourself into this pose. Just let yourself soften and naturally fold. Take those deep breaths in and out through the nose. Allow yourself to soften through the face, between the brows, even the back of the neck and the front of the neck, the elbows. And just imagine yourself sinking deeper and deeper with every breath you take. Keep breathing. And if your eyes aren't closed, maybe close the eyes to really tune into the breath, to go inward and face that discomfort. Nurture it with your breath. Anytime life gets uncomfortable, it's so easy to distract ourselves, run away, rather than to sit with it. For me, sometimes I find that food is my comfort, food is my distraction, or even fantasizing about being elsewhere is a distraction from going inwards and facing our fear, our triggers, our pain, our trauma. Because healing is not easy. And I'm sure you've heard it before, but we have to sit through the dark in order for us to see the light. A few more breaths. Begin to take some deeper breaths, breathing into the back. And slowly begin to press yourself up. Go ahead and remove your bolster if you have one. And we're going to bring that left sole of the foot into the inside of the right thigh. Actually, we'll go ahead and actually extend that right leg and cross that left leg over the right thigh. Find a length in your spine, bring that left hand behind you, and you can either hug that right knee or go ahead and inhale, reach that right hand up high, and then exhale, bring that right elbow to the outside of that right knee. Find a twist as you draw that navel in. We're here for a few breaths. Another deep breath in. And exhale, release. And then go ahead and bring that left sole of the foot into the inside of the right thigh. And we're going to inhale, reach both arms up high, draw that navel in. As you exhale, we're just going to fold down the center. So not over the right leg, but just down the middle. Again, if you have some props that you want to use underneath the forehead to rest on, you can place them there. Check in with your breath. And check in to see if you're holding anything in your face and your jaw, even in your back. How can you soften? How can you surrender? Go ahead and take one more deep breath in. And exhale everything out. And slowly begin to rise.
Go ahead and extend that left leg long. Bring the hands behind you and just shake it out. Find a lift in the chest. And then we'll come to the other side. So go ahead and cross that right leg on top of the left leg. Tent the right fingers behind you, either drawing the navel in and hugging that right knee, or inhale, reach that left arm up. And exhale, bring that left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Draw that navel in, finding a twist here. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Go ahead and bring that right sole of the foot to the inside of the left leg. Grow tall through the spine. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, folding down to the center. Deep breaths here, softening through your face, your jaw, your back, your elbows. Coming back to your mantra. And take one more deep breath in. Open the mouth side out. And slowly begin to rise up. Go ahead and extend both legs out. Bring the hands behind you. Find a lift in the chest. Drawing that navel in. Pedal it out. And then we're going to make our way onto our back in a supine butterfly. If you have a pillow or a bolster, or even a block, I invite you to, or blanket, you can fold it. Find a little lift in the chest. So if you have a blanket, put it the long way along the spine. So kind of come into a little chest opener. Bring the soles of the feet to touch and just allow yourself to rest back, opening up through the chest. We did a lot of folds, so now we're opening up here. Breathing into the hip space. Allowing any thoughts or discomfort, emotions to just release. As we have this lift in our chest, go ahead and mentally repeat your mantra to yourself again and really feel it with every breath that you take.
few more breaths here. And then I'll slowly close the knees. And let the knees fall to one side, removing that prop if you have it. Keeping your blanket and your prop close by before we come to Shavasana. We'll come into a bridge pose. Bring the soles of the feet onto the mat. Press the palms along the side. Press the low back into the mat. Tuck in the tailbone. And on your inhale, go ahead and press into the feet. Lift through those hips. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, slowly lower yourself back down. And then just hug the knees into the chest, rocking yourself from side to side. And then release the feet. Go ahead and inhale that right leg up and exhale, cross it over the left knee, keeping the right toes flexed. Come into a pigeon on our back. So draw that right knee away, and you can stay right here or begin to draw the left knee into the chest, interlacing the fingers underneath the thigh or the kneecap. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, release that leg down, uncross that right leg before we come into the other side. Inhale that left leg up. And then exhale, cross it over the right knee, keeping the left toes flexing back, drawing that left knee away. And you can stay right here, or begin to draw that right knee into the chest. And take one more inhale. Exhale, release that right leg down, uncross that left ankle, and then hug both knees into the chest one more time, rocking from side to side. And take another deep breath in. And exhale, let yourself go for your final resting pose, Shavasana. I invite you to use a blanket and place it over you, or if you have some bolsters or pillows and you want to bring those underneath the legs just for a little more grounding support, you can. Let's go ahead and get yourself cozy. And once you get yourself comfortable, go ahead and roll those shoulders down and away from the ears. Allow the palms to face up. Allow yourself these few moments to rest. And I'm going to read you my calendar saying of the day today. As a quote by Allison Kate said, "We don't grow by staying in the same circumstances and hoping they will be different. or by leaving one set of circumstances only to repeat the same patterns with new people and places. We grow by stepping out of our inner default programming and into discomfort, and by consciously shifting away from the patterns we know and choosing different environments and dynamics. So just let yourself soak that up. And then begin to mentally repeat to yourself, my body is relaxing. My body is relaxing. My body is completely relaxed. My mind is relaxing. My mind is relaxing. My mind is completely relaxed. My breath is relaxing. My breath is relaxing. My breath is completely relaxed. I allow myself to fall into a deeper and deeper meditative state. Every natural exhale that I take. Begin to draw some deeper inhales and exhales from the nose. Begin to find some gentle movement in the fingers and in the toes. And we'll finish class in our Shavasana, so we'll stay right here. Go ahead and bring both hands to the heart center. And take a moment of gratitude for your practice, for slowing down, for anything that may have came up. Take a moment of gratitude for your body, for all that it can do, for your heart, for all that it's working through, for your being and throat, for all that it's trying to express, and for you, because there is no one on this earth like you. Thank you guys for practicing with me. I encourage you to stay in the Shavasana for as long as you wish or as long as you can. The light and the shadow in me honors the light and the shadow in all of you. Namaste.